Uno de los guitarristas dentro del quinto Festival Internacional de Guitarra Santiago Billoni es Stewart French. Con una larga trayectoria que incluye conciertos en diferentes partes del mundo, cuenta con el reconocimiento de la Royal Academy of Music, de donde fue alumno. Además de contar con distintos materiales discográficos, este joven inglés platicó en exclusiva para las cámaras de Siglovisión.
Well, I mean, I love guitar from when I was quite small. I was 7 years old when I started, and for me it was just something that it gave me a way to tell people how I felt, and who I think that's what music is for most people, that they can make a picture of themselves and show people. I think that's the answer. So it's been a passion for my whole life, Well, for me, I'm quite systematic about it. So when I start studying the piece, I always look at the technical side first, and it's quite sort of mathematical the way that I approach it. And once that's done, then you have a canvas to start to play with your ideas. So you make the technique first, and then you go forward. Being creative, trying something here, listening to something there, but first is the technique. That's how I do it. I think they're very different. Because it's like the concert is the moment where of personal communication. So you're there in that moment with the audience, and you get to have a conversation or a real interaction with them. Whereas the recording's more like a piece of art that like a picture that you put on the wall. And you can spend months preparing the things that you want to prepare, and making something that for you is the most beautiful thing. But you don't have that sense of, the conversation comes afterwards with the recording, that the person takes the CD, but you're not there. So I think this is the thing. They're both special, but they're very different. I think the point of a masterclass is very different from lessons in general from the teacher, because in a masterclass, you're not there every week with the student. So what you can bring is just an idea or something to inspire, you hope, the student, where maybe if they take one thing from the masterclass where they think, this gives me some motivation or some direction. So I think it's about trying to find that thing in the masterclass, and then to give that one thing where the student goes away with energy and thinking, yes, this is what I want to do. Whereas the teacher every week, they have the real responsibility to try and guide, the journey. Whereas we just give a direction. I think that's the answer, I think. Well, in England, I think at the beginning, when you have children, it's about giving them enjoyment. I think at the beginning, so you give them the opportunity, because we until the age of 18 in England, it's always private lessons basically. So you do your school, and then you also add in instrument. So you're trying to give the students something they can hopefully enjoy for the rest of their lives. And then if they decide that they want to do it for their life, for their career, then of course things change, and you start to try and give them much more, the skills that they need to be a successful performer or teacher or whatever it is they want to do. So I think these are the two things. But in the first place, I think it's about giving them a pleasure of music and of being human, basically, I think.
Calderón para Siglovisión.